There's vitamin D for strong bones, a multivitamin for general health, perhaps some turmeric for inflammation. Each pill feels like a small step towards a healthier life. We are told that supplements can fill the nutritional gaps in our modern diets. They promise more energy, a stronger immune system, and a sharper mind. But what if I told you that this daily habit, this quest for optimal health, could be doing more harm than good? As a doctor and a journalist, I've spent a great deal of time investigating health claims. The supplement industry is a behemoth worth billions of pounds globally. It thrives on our desire for a quick fix. We all want to feel our best, and taking a pill seems so much simpler than overhauling our entire lifestyle. Yet, the very nature of these products can be misleading. They are often marketed with bold promises but are subject to far less rigorous regulation than prescription medications. When we take supplements, especially in high doses or in complex combinations, we are engaging in a form of self-medication. We are altering our body's delicate chemistry without professional guidance. The assumption that natural equals safe is a profound and dangerous misunderstanding. Many potent toxins are entirely natural. The truth is, an excess of even essential nutrients can overload our organs, leading to a cascade of health problems that can be difficult to diagnose because they mimic other conditions. The shocking reality is that your well-intentioned supplement regimen could be the source of your unexplained fatigue, your persistent nausea, or even more severe conditions affecting your liver, kidneys, and nervous system. It is truly astonishing how commonplace supplement use has become. Statistics show that in many Western countries, more than half the adult population takes at least one dietary supplement on a regular basis. In the United States, the figure is closer to 75%. This is not just a multivitamin here and there. Many people are now stacking supplements, taking a cocktail of different pills, powders, and potions every single day. They might take vitamin C for their immune system, magnesium for sleep, fish oil for their heart, and a probiotic for gut health. This trend has been supercharged by social media influencers and wellness gurus promoting complex and expensive regimens. Why are so many of us doing this? The reasons are complex and deeply rooted in our modern anxieties. We live busy lives, and the convenience of a pill is incredibly appealing. Many of us worry that our food, grown in depleted soils and often highly processed, is not providing the nutrients we need. The marketing is also incredibly powerful. It plays on our fears of illness and aging, promising vitality and longevity in a bottle. The problem is that this widespread use creates a false sense of security. It can lead to what I call health complacency. Someone might think, I take a multivitamin so it doesn't matter if I eat junk food for lunch. This is a dangerous mindset. Supplements can never replace a balanced and varied diet, which provides a complex matrix of fiber, phytonutrients, and other beneficial compounds that simply cannot be replicated in a pill. Our bodies have evolved over millennia to extract nutrients from whole foods. They are not designed to handle massive, isolated doses of single vitamins or minerals, which is precisely what many supplements deliver. To understand the primary danger of over-supplementing, we must first learn about the two main categories of vitamins: water-soluble and fat-soluble. Water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and the B vitamins are relatively forgiving. If you take too much, your body typically flushes out the excess through your urine. This is why you might notice your urine turning a bright yellow color after taking a B-complex supplement. This is not the case with fat-soluble vitamins. The fat-soluble vitamins are A, D, E, and K. As their name suggests, they dissolve in fat, not water. When you consume them, they are absorbed along with fats in your diet and are then stored in your body's fatty tissues and in your liver. Think of it like a sponge. A water-soluble vitamin is like pouring water onto a sponge that is already full. The excess just runs off. A fat-soluble vitamin is like pouring oil onto that sponge. It soaks in and stays there, building up with each new dose. This storage capability is useful when these vitamins are scarce in the diet, but it becomes a serious liability when we take high-dose supplements. A daily dose that seems reasonable can, over weeks or months, lead to a toxic buildup. This condition is called hypervitaminosis, and it can cause a range of severe health problems. The symptoms are often vague at first: nausea, dizziness, headaches, and can easily be mistaken for other ailments. This means people may continue taking the very supplement that is making them ill, believing they need it to get better. The silent nature of this accumulation is what makes it so treacherous. You may not feel any ill effects for a long time. Meanwhile, deep within your body, the excess vitamins could be interfering with critical functions. Let's look at two popular fat-soluble vitamins, D and A, to see how easily supplementation can go wrong. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, has been widely promoted for its role in bone health and immune function. Many people in northern climates, like here in the UK, do not get enough sun, especially in winter, and are advised to take a modest supplement. The problem arises when people assume that if a little is good, a lot must be better. They start taking high-strength vitamin D supplements, sometimes in doses far exceeding the recommended amount, in the belief that it will supercharge their immunity. The main function of vitamin D is to help the body absorb calcium. When you have too much vitamin D, your body absorbs too much calcium from your diet, leading to a condition called hypercalcemia, or high levels of calcium in the blood. This excess calcium has to go somewhere. It can be deposited in your arteries, making them hard and stiff, which increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. It can also form kidney stones, or in severe cases, lead to kidney damage and failure. Vitamin A is another essential nutrient that can become toxic in high doses. It is crucial for vision, immune function, and reproduction. We get it from foods like liver, carrots, and sweet potatoes. However, high-dose vitamin A supplements, particularly in the form of retinol, can be very dangerous. Acute vitamin A toxicity can occur after taking a single massive dose, causing dizziness, nausea, and headaches. But the more common issue is chronic toxicity from taking moderately high doses over a long period. This can lead to severe liver damage, hair loss, dry, cracked skin, and joint pain. Perhaps most alarmingly, excessive vitamin A is known to cause birth defects. This is why pregnant women, or women who may become pregnant, are strongly advised to avoid high-dose vitamin A supplements, and even foods that are extremely rich in it, such as liver. The danger is so well established that many skincare products containing retinoids, which are derivatives of vitamin A, carry warnings for pregnant women. So, understanding the recommended daily amounts is absolutely crucial to avoid the dangers of over-supplementing. These guidelines aren't just arbitrary numbers, they're based on extensive scientific research to meet the requirements of most healthy individuals. For vitamin D, adults and children over 1 need 10 micrograms, which equals 400 international units per day. This becomes especially important during autumn and winter months, when sun exposure is pretty limited. Many supplements offer doses of 1,000, 5,000, or even 10,000 IU, and taking those daily can quickly lead to toxic levels. For vitamin A, adults need 700 micrograms for men and 600 micrograms for women. You shouldn't have more than 3,000 micrograms per day from all sources over the long term. Many common foods like carrots, leafy greens, and dairy products already provide plenty of vitamin A, so most people don't need to supplement it at all. Children have much lower requirements than adults. Their smaller bodies are far more susceptible to toxic effects of vitamin overload. The safe upper limit for vitamin D for children 1 to 10 is 50 micrograms or 2,000 IU per day. Giving a child an adult-strength supplement could have serious consequences. For most vitamins, a healthy diet provides everything we need. A single sweet potato contains more than the entire recommended daily amount of vitamin A. A portion of salmon provides good vitamin D. Sunlight remains the best source during spring and summer. Before reaching for a supplement, consider your diet first. Are you eating fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins? The answer to better nutrition lies on our plates, not in a pill bottle. The risks are not limited to vitamins and minerals. The market for herbal supplements has exploded in recent years, with products like turmeric, St. John's wort, and echinacea becoming household names. One of the most popular is turmeric, prized for its active compound, curcumin, which is believed to have anti-inflammatory properties. To increase its effectiveness, turmeric supplements are almost always sold with piperine, an extract from black pepper, which dramatically increases the absorption of curcumin into the bloodstream. This is where the trouble can begin. While this enhanced absorption sounds like a good thing, it can have a dark side. The combination of high-dose curcumin and piperine can overwhelm the liver's ability to process substances. Your liver is your body's primary detoxification organ, breaking down everything from alcohol to medication. When you flood it with a highly concentrated and highly absorbable compound, you put it under immense strain. There are now numerous documented cases of individuals developing severe drug-induced liver injury after taking turmeric supplements. This issue highlights a fundamental problem with many herbal supplements. They take a compound that is perfectly safe when consumed as part of a whole food, like turmeric in a curry, and concentrate it into a super high dose. Your body is not designed to handle these pharmacological doses of isolated plant compounds. Furthermore, the herbal supplement industry is notoriously underregulated. Studies have found that many products do not contain the amount of the active ingredient stated on the label. Some contain none at all, while others have dangerously high levels. Contamination with heavy metals, pesticides, or even prescription drugs is also a documented risk. It is a mistake to think that because something comes from a plant, it is inherently safe to take in any amount. Many of the most potent drugs in modern medicine were originally derived from plants. Digitalis, a powerful heart medication, comes from the foxglove plant. Aspirin has its origins in willow bark. We would never dream of self-prescribing these drugs without a doctor's supervision, yet we do it all the time with herbal supplements that can have equally powerful effects on our biology. We have established that fat-soluble vitamins can build up in the body and cause toxicity. This leads many people to believe that water-soluble vitamins are completely safe, assuming that any excess is simply washed away. While it is true that the body is better at excreting them, this belief is a dangerous oversimplification. Taking very high doses of certain water-soluble vitamins can still overwhelm the body's systems and lead to significant harm. It is a classic case of the dose making the poison. Just because your body can flush out the excess does not mean the journey through your system is harmless. A prime example of this is vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine. This vitamin plays a vital role in over 100 enzyme reactions in the body, mostly related to protein metabolism. It is also involved in brain development and immune function. The recommended daily amount for adults is quite small, around 1.4 milligrams for men and 1.2 milligrams for women. However, vitamin B6 has gained a reputation as a remedy for everything from premenstrual syndrome to morning sickness and carpal tunnel syndrome. As a result, many supplements are sold in extremely high doses, sometimes 100 milligrams or more per pill, which is over 50 times the recommended daily intake. This is where the serious problems begin. Unlike other B vitamins, long-term intake of high-dose vitamin B6 can cause severe and sometimes irreversible nerve damage, a condition known as peripheral neuropathy. The initial symptoms might be subtle: a tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, a loss of sensation, or a feeling of being unsteady on your feet. People might dismiss these symptoms or ironically believe they are signs of a deficiency and take even more of the supplement. As the damage progresses, it can lead to a loss of coordination, severe pain, and difficulty walking. The tragedy here is that people are unknowingly causing themselves neurological harm while trying to do something healthy. Regulatory bodies are now taking notice. In the UK, the safe upper limit for long-term daily intake of vitamin B6 is set at 10 milligrams. Yet, supplements containing 50 milligrams or 100 milligrams are still widely available. This demonstrates that even with safe, water-soluble vitamins, we cannot afford to be complacent. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 45-year-old marketing manager whose story is a powerful illustration of these dangers. Sarah considered herself to be very health-conscious. She exercised regularly, ate a reasonably good diet, and read a lot about health and wellness online. Worried about getting older and wanting to maintain her energy levels, she started taking a few supplements. It began with a daily multivitamin. Then, after reading an article about immunity, she added a high-strength vitamin D supplement. A wellness blogger she followed recommended a B complex for stress and turmeric with black pepper for joint aches, so she added those to her daily handful of pills. For the first few months, she felt fine. In fact, she thought she felt better, though she later admitted this might have been a placebo effect. About a year into her new regimen, she started experiencing strange symptoms. She felt unusually tired all the time, had a persistent feeling of nausea, and began noticing a strange tingling sensation in her fingers and toes. She put it down to stress at work and the fact she was getting older. She even considered increasing the dose of her B-complex vitamins, thinking she must be deficient. Her GP was initially puzzled as her routine blood tests came back mostly normal. The tingling in her extremities, however, continued to worsen until she felt clumsy and unsteady. It was frightening. Eventually, her doctor, suspecting something more was at play, asked Sarah to write down absolutely everything she consumed in a day, including all her supplements. When the list came back, the doctor was alarmed. Sarah was taking a daily dose of 5,000 IU of vitamin D, 100 milligrams of vitamin B6, and a high-potency turmeric supplement on top of her multivitamin, which also contained these nutrients. The diagnosis became clear. She was suffering from a combination of vitamin D toxicity and vitamin B6-induced peripheral neuropathy. Sarah was told to stop all her supplements immediately. It was a difficult process. The neuropathy took over a year to improve, and she still has some residual numbness in her toes. Blood tests confirmed her liver enzymes were elevated, likely from the turmeric supplement, though thankfully this resolved after she stopped taking it. Sarah's story is a sobering reminder that symptoms can be slow to appear and easy to misinterpret. She was trying to be healthy, but her unguided, high-dose supplement cocktail was poisoning her body. Her experience is not unique. It is a story that is playing out in countless homes. So, what is the take-home message from all of this? It is not that all supplements are bad or that no one should ever take them. There are legitimate reasons for supplementation. For example, vegans may need vitamin B12, pregnant women require folic acid, and many of us in the UK can benefit from a sensible dose of vitamin D in winter. The key, however, is that these decisions should be targeted, informed, and ideally made in consultation with a healthcare professional. The era of self-prescribing complex supplement cocktails based on internet research and influencer marketing must end. The first golden rule is simple: food first. A varied, balanced diet rich in whole foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats is the foundation of good health. Food provides nutrients in a complex, synergistic package that our bodies are designed to use. It contains fiber and thousands of other micronutrients that work together in ways we are still only beginning to understand. Before you reach for a pill to fix a problem, look at your plate. Are you eating a rainbow of vegetables? Are you getting enough protein and healthy fats? The second golden rule is to always speak to a doctor, pharmacist, or registered dietitian before starting any new supplement. They can assess your actual needs based on your diet, lifestyle, blood tests, and medical history. A blood test can reveal if you are truly deficient in a nutrient like iron or vitamin D, removing the guesswork. A professional can recommend the correct, safe dosage and ensure that the supplement will not interact with any medications you are taking. Do not simply trust the label on the bottle or the advice of a shop assistant. Your health is too important for that. Finally, be a critical consumer. Be wary of products that promise miraculous results or a quick fix. Question the source of your information. Is it a qualified expert or someone trying to sell you a product? Remember that in the world of nutrition, more is rarely better. Your body is a finely tuned system that thrives on balance, not excess. By embracing a food-first philosophy and seeking professional guidance, you can navigate the confusion